Time now for Joy News Interactive. Aisha Ibrahim is here. Good evening to Aisha.
Good evening, Israel. Once again, like I said, it's all about power, power, power. You know, you can't do anything without power.
Do you say power?
I mean,
power,
electricity power. Don't read me this Israel. Okay. Anyway, it's time to join us with your phones, tablets, and iPads, and all the gadgets. And let's get interactive. Find us on Facebook. The address is Joy News on TV. The same name on Twitter. You can send your WhatsApp comments also on 0560800000, and Israel and I will read them out. Please don't call. This segment is brought to you by Airtel. Enjoy more talk, longer tests, and more internet browsing with Airtel 2 Much Packs.
Joy News and
So you're on the most interactive segment. It's the most authoritative you can get everywhere. The wahala surrounding the placement of prospective SHS students just got more complicated. Just yesterday, we had reports suggesting some 200 prospective students of Wesley Girls High School in Cape Coast were stranded because the school authorities had refused to admit students posted there by the computerized school selection placement system. The situation, however, is not limited to only Wegeo. Headmaster of Accra Academy told Michaela Anderson earlier today that apart from the students posted by the CSSPS, there are others waiting on a so-called protocol list.
Ideally, what we call quote and unquote protocol is supposed to be factored into the list that is brought to you. Okay, we try as much as possible to get that done. You see, so I want to take this opportunity to tell the general public, if you think that there should be protocol, and I think that request came as a result of certain bodies which founded the schools, for instance, the religious bodies. If, for instance, you have a Catholic school and you have the bishop or the archbishop making one or two requests, you cannot deny this. So all these are factored into the 30% catchment area thing. So once that is done, then you save the heads. Okay, you save the heads, because if it's made open, then it's subject to abuse.
So it seems the schools are being forced to bite more than they can chew, right? But Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Education Service, Reverend Jonathan Bese, told Mamavio Usabwaje on the AM show this morning, and he even spoke to us yesterday, that they know the capacity of each school and that informs the placement. So what really is the situation on the ground? Michaela Anderson finds out.
It's much pressure. But for now, no, it's okay. They told us to go to the internet to print the form. So when we printed it, we send it to the bank. And the things that are on the form, the money, I don't know. If
the official one? No,
I don't think so. Because looking on the form and the money, is too much.
How much are you supposed to pay?
3 something, but now it's 521.
Have you asked the authorities why?
Why should I ask? Because a lot of people are coming. So if you ask and they sack your order, what will you do? So we are all managing.
So what do you want done?
The government can also come in. Those who are in charge, they can also come in, so that some of our plea will be heard.
The process, go here, is not being coordinated well. At least there should have been somebody to tell you, oh, from here you go here, but you have to go through some stress.
So let's take you to Facebook and show you all the most popular videos on our Facebook page right now. This is the interview my colleague Francisca Kakrafosen had with PR of the Ghana Education Service, with over 100 shares and over 66,000 people reached. Let's listen. So
All right, so this is a video. It's here on our Facebook page. I can play a bit of it. I'm not sure they can pick it up. Actually, they can't pick it up.
To be qualified before going to a particular school for a program. They send the number that they requested from the placement center. When they send, because of the number that will wish to go there, we also add extra. Placement will add extra number.
Why do you add the extra when they've given?
No, it's because this year particularly, the candidates were more, very large number, 440,000 candidates, and you'll be surprised to hear that 1,000 candidates wanted to go to a particular school.
That's the situation at Wesley Girls in Cape Coast. They asked for 500 and they received 700, 200 more extra. Now they are stranded. What happens to them? Because you want to push the numbers.
No, not necessarily pushing the number. We have calculated that extra 200, if you're saying that they requested for 500 and we have given them 700, the extra 200, we anticipate that they will manage so that no student is left without placement.
Right, so the bit about the schools being asked to manage was one of the things that struck me. I was like, wow. Did he really say that? And it's true to it. If you get onto Facebook too, that's one of the things that it's freaking out people. Irama says, really? You add more students without considering the facilities available. So
and you're asking
where
them
are
to
those
manage?
extra 200 students expected to sleep? As the GS provided classrooms, etc. to accommodate the extra students, I'm very proud of Mrs. Jokoto. She needs to stand her ground. Hafi says, even in schools, some of the teachers prepare food, etc. to their schools and force children to buy them. If a child doesn't, he or she is being given a double punishment. And Declan says, you call yourself a reverend? Oh no. Right, Enimwa says, is this guy for real? Yado says, what is his reason for rejection? And Rodibano says, if GS cannot manage these schools, they should revert to it being managed by the Board of Governors and use their IGS. Prince says, tough, though infrastructure at the school can't accommodate the students, the school managers. Rodi Bano Hajia says, protocol has finally taken its toll. That goes with a drop in academic standards. The solution is to establish new excellent schools and stop the excessive old boyism and old girlism. And
on WhatsApp, always protocol lists. Let's see whether in heaven people will still submit protocol lists. This is coming from Ibn Bawa Tamale, and other messages coming says, hey Ghana, everything protocol. This is from Eben. And this one says, this thing called protocol is an act of deep corruption. This is Eric from Hohoi. And the messages are coming so quick. And this one says, authorities have to look at the placement well, because some students placed to some schools are placed to some schools, but the schools say they cannot take them. And this one also is coming from Tichiman. He says, please, authorities should stand up for the poor ones. Ghana. This is from Peter from Tichiman. Ali from Ashongman says, corruption everywhere. And it's coming from Ali Ashongman. You have more messages coming? If not, then we go to the other issues we have on JNI tonight. Another video which is quite popular on Joy News on TV's Facebook page is your interview with Nana Akwesi Ewa Israel of the Citizen Ghana Movement. If you missed it last night, let's take you back. What happened yesterday?
Watching Joy News Prime, and the pressure group Citizen Ghana Movement is writing to the Attorney General requesting an update on the case involving businessman Alfred Agbesi Woyome. Last year, the Supreme Court ordered Mr. Woyome to refund some 51 million cedis the court ruled had been unlawfully paid to him from state coffers. This year, after being acquitted of the charge of causing financial loss to the state, Mr. Woyome promised to repay the money in installments. We're joined on Skype now by Nana Akwesi. We are a leading member of the pressure group Citizen Ghana Movement for more on their communication with the Attorney General. Good evening to you, Nana Akwesi. What exactly do you want from the Attorney General?
Wow. Hi, good evening, Israel. It's unfortunate that the lights just went off at my end.
I'm just realizing that. So Doomso has hit you, but still
yes.
speak. All right. So when this happened yesterday, I mean, I was taking it back a little. I was wondering, okay, so what exactly is happening? I was taken by surprise because I least expected that to happen. Now we were able to recover because when I spoke to him, I got him. He pulled a flashlight or something, and we could continue the news. So we posted it we posted it on Facebook yesterday, and see, we have 67 shares, and quite a number of people are commenting. So Mayaka Habib says, he starts. So a big company like yourselves, you don't have generator. Now, Mayaka actually got people replying him. So they said, Bunkum says, SMH, did you watch the video? And then Laurie Kasim says, Lord, please, the light went off in Anes abode, not Joy FM. And, you know, and others are also commenting. Salif one says, I don't think this doomsday situation in Ghana can stop because we have had several promises about it, but still no avail. Abraham says, the greatest mistake we can make as Ghanaians on doomsday is to get used to it. We must not. We cannot. It will be disastrous if we ever do. Chief Mano says, you will all feel the impact of doomsday, better Ghana agenda on course. And another interesting bit of information I must say about this particular story is that the guy we were interviewing, Nana Kwesiwa, apparently happened to be the lawyer for Yvonne Nelson when she organized the doomsday vigil. So I was just telling myself, he probably just got served. They're telling her, I'm sure somebody was sitting back and saying, look at this guy. And took him right in the middle of it. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure that's what happened.
No.
Doomsday just hits anybody at
anybody right
we
now.
We suffer it too.
I'm even suffering doomsday in my home as I stand here. Interesting. So I know the conversation is getting heated. Let's take a break. When we come back, let's keep it tight. Well, still on the interactive segment, we're still talking doomsday rights, and in a related issue, particularly issues to do with paying for electricity. Prime Minister Kwabena Donkor seems to have echoed the sentiments of quite a number of Ghanaians by saying public institutions such as hospitals and schools need to pay for the electricity they use. This is what he had to say, you had to say on the streets of Accra when we came to you with this issue.
I know maybe all those are added to school fees to be paid. So why should they go around and say students should pay school fees, electricity bills again? I don't think it's right. For the hospital, let me say for government hospital, no. But the private hospital, they need to pay.
Why shouldn't the government hospitals pay?
Because we are Ghanaians. We are Ghanaians, and whenever you attend hospital, you pay your bills. You pay. So I think all those are included. Because the drugs, you pay for the drugs, you pay for the whatever you went there to check about everything. So I think those things are included in your bill.
That shouldn't be the case, because why should students pay for their bills, or electricity and then water? I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. But I think the government can take care of that. Hospitals, the same issue. Why should they be paying for their bills?
Why shouldn't they be paying?
Because I think those institutions, the government should be taking care of those institutions, schools, hospitals, and then, the police. I don't think the police or the military pay their bills.
And it looks like a lot of comments coming in, some of them still coming on the school issues. But this one says, ask the minister if he paid for electricity bills when he was in the university. If yes, then we are ready to pay. This is from Nana Tsai. This one says, in my opinion, hospital Oh, this one, I think I've read this one already. He said, this is Ghana. I now get the actual meaning of the black star in our flag. That Ghana, and please, so are they still insisting we pay more? Shaking my head. From Emmanuel.
I have a couple of messages also here. They're mixed. Ahmed says if that's what he's saying, the minister should also be made to pay power they use. Kwejo says, I perfectly agree with the power minister. Schools and hospitals must pay for the power they consume instead of wasting their IGF on luxurious cars. But this message is for you, Aisha.
Hey,
somebody tweeted a message and says she's packed like a power barge and drives like a Tundra. Aisha Ibrahim of Joy News is the bomb.
Israel, this is your message.
No.
Oh, Israel.
No, Richard Pamna retweeted.
I saw this coming. I saw this coming. You were up to something before we got into the studio. Israel, Israel, we'll talk about this after here. That's a wrap up the Joy News.